Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Brittany and I'm excited to be welcoming any new viewers to this channel. I'm new to YouTube, and to my subscribers, if you're tuning back, thank you so much for all your support. It's greatly appreciated. I'm going to speak prosperity on this channel. This channel will grow with the help of you guys. And today I'm going to actually be filming this look from start to finish. I'm going to be showing you some of my all-time favorite products. I'm going to be showing you some techniques that I use. And these are all things that I buy, that I use on a regular. They don't break me out. I believe in them. So I'm very excited to be filming this for you. So keep watching and I hope you guys like it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I already prepped my face, and usually I just do like something to take the dead skin cells off, like a toner, a moisturizer, and then I do a little lip scrub, and then I just jump right in with brows. I actually use Dip Brow. This one's by Kat Von D in shade Walnut, and then I have Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder. So taking my spoolie brush, I always like to brush my hairs into place. So I'm dipping into that. It's kind of drying out on me. Kind of got to move it around a little bit. Alright, and once you dip, you always kind of want to clean up the brush so that it's like kind of sharp. So I am just sort of following my natural brow pattern. I kind of line it first, and then I just take the dip and I swipe through the brow hairs. And I always start like right near the center, because the brow dip is really heavy, so you don't want to put too much of it. Just sort of brush the hairs through, and then I go in with my brow powder in the darkest shade, and I just sort of fill in the sparse hairs. I love brow powder. I used to only use a pencil, but then my brows would look good, but I would realize like when I take pictures that they look like faded in certain areas, like it's missing hairs. So the brow powder just keeps me from looking like I got half done brows in my picture. Hope you guys can see it. Filming is so hard, man. So yesterday I actually filmed this look. I had like pink or purplish hair and everything. And when I was done, I realized the entire thing was overexposed. Like, it looked horrible. So I'm doing it again today. So I'm determined. So I actually go in with the lighter shade. If you noticed, I never put hairs right here in the front. I like to try to keep my brows like the natural hairs. I like to keep that look so that they don't look like overdone. But I go in with the lighter shade and I just sort of brush it through like so. So I'm using my concealer. This is a KKW concealer in shade 14. I just take a little, put it on the back of my wrist. Just dab some there. Going in with the angled brush. And I just sort of clean the brows up. Using a flat brush. This is a Morphe 432 brush. I just go ahead and blend that concealer in. And then we are gonna do the other brow. I know it looks crazy at first, but they look so good whenever you're done. They just do. Like, brows just make the whole look. Alright, so next I am going to set my brows. This is a very important step. I always set my brows, and I'm using my KKW Beauty palette in this is a classic KKW classic palette, and I use the shade Florence. This one, this pretty mauve shade. And this is a step that I cannot like go without, like, at all. This just sort of finishes it up. So after I do my brows, I go ahead and prep the eyes for eyeshadow, and I'm using P. Louise eyeshadow base to do that. You always want to do this, otherwise I have dry skin and my eyeshadow still, it doesn't, unless I'm going for a natural look, it doesn't last without an eyeshadow base. And so I'm just taking like a flat concealer brush. This one's by Sigma. It's an F70. So I go ahead and I spread that base on the eyes. Going in with a damp beauty blender, I blend it out. Let's see here. If you don't do this like quick, the eyeshadow base will dry on you and it will be a sticky mess. Like, it's horrible. Okay, so we did the brows, we prepped the eyes. Let's jump right into eyeshadow. And if there's one tip that I can give you when it comes to eyeshadow, and I learned this and I'm still learning this, and that is to transition those colors. So if you want a purple eye or a green eye, don't just jump right into the greens you like. Go ahead, pick the lightest shade, transition it, blend it in with some neutrals, make it work, and I'll show you here. So I'm going in again with my KKW Classic palette. I love this palette, like love, 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 love. I'm actually going to be doing like a favorite KKW eyeshadow palettes, and then I'm going to do like reviews for each one of the ones that I have in one video, so you'll get like all 3 or 4 in one. So I'm taking this shade and I'm dragging that from the corner of the brow to right underneath the brow. And I'm only doing this so I can transition my colors. Next, I'm gonna take a purple shade from an old MAC palette. Don't judge me. I'm gonna take a Sigma E40. One of the best blending brushes, in my opinion. Go in with that light, pretty purple. And we're gonna pop that right under the red. But instead of going towards the brow bone, we're gonna bring it down and around. So now from my Colorpop palette, I'm gonna take this shade out so I can tell you what it is. I'm taking the shade Sleeper, a beautiful purple shade. I'm going in with a tapered blending brush. It's the E45 from Signa. It's gonna be perfect for getting that darker shade in the crease. And I'm getting that right in the crease of the eye. I'm gonna drag it down. And then kind of pull it into the rest of the eyeshadow. So next I am taking the shade Paradiso. It's pretty purple again. And I'm gonna go in with a Sigma E54 brush. I'm gonna spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. Let me go get that. Be right back. I went and searched for my Fix Plus. I had it yesterday. I don't know why I can't find it. So I got this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Mist Spray. It's just still a setting spray, so it should work. But I'm gonna go ahead and wet my brush. And we are going to put that on the lid. This shadow does have like a little bit of fallout. See that? But I'll show you how I deal with fallout. That's why I always do my eyeshadow first, before I do my foundation. Ooh. Purple is so pretty. I love Colorpop. Like, their eyeshadows are so good and they're not pricey. So sometimes I just like to go back into the shades and just sort of add a little more dimension. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye very quickly. Alright, so lastly, I am going to take this really pretty color called Thank You Next. And this is from my Colorpop palette. And I'm going to pop it right in the center of the eyes. And I'm placing that right there. So next, I'm going to go ahead and line the eyes. And I'm going to use, I have a new liner. It's a Sigma one. But I just love my Kat Von D Trooper liner so much. Like, so much. I will use it to the very end. And it lasts that long. Like, it is so good. Alright, to get rid of my fallout, I just go ahead and take a makeup wipe. This is a baby wipe. I actually prefer these over makeup wipes. I will put a link in the description box of the foundation that I use. I always use the Born This Way hazelnut, and I'm mixing it with chestnut, just because when I hit the sun, this is a good enough shade, and then when I've been in the house quarantining, I get a little bit lighter, so I'm just mixing them. And I'm using a Morphe 439 brush to do that. I love this Morphe brush. I'm telling you, I've bought similar brushes to this one, and they just don't compare. Like, they just don't. This is my birthmark here. I try not to cover it. I actually like it. So since I do my brows first, something I like to do is just go in, and I'm just taking a Sigma 4DHD brush, and I just like to go right around my brows on top. Again, going back in with that 14 by KKW Beauty. Let's see, and I always drag it just about right there. To the corner of my nose. Alright, next I'm going in with my KKW Beauty setting powder or baking powder in number 4. Love this stuff. It just photographs so beautiful. Like, it really does photograph beautifully. Like, and me being a dark-skinned chick, like, that means a lot. Like, coming from me, I feel. Because it's so hard for us not to have flashback. Like, I've been through every setting powder under the sun. They either dry me out or give me flashback. And this one doesn't do neither, so thank you, Kim. Alright guys, so while that's settling, which is not going to be long because I'm going to go ahead and use my KKW bronzing palette, and I'm going to use, this is the deep, I think this is a deep one. This is the darkest one, either way. And as you can see, I really use this, but I'm going to use, this is the only shade I use. This one's a little too gray or something, I think, but this one's beautiful. So I'm going to use this one. So next, I'm going to go in with NARS Exhibit A. As you can see, this is old. I've been having this forever. I don't know if they make it anymore either, so I'm just going to use it to the end. But look how bright red it is. It's crazy. But just right there on the apples of the cheeks. Look at that. Alright, so we baked long enough. Let me go ahead and take a clean brush and wipe away the bake. Okay, so I found my Fenty highlighter. This is Kilowatt in the shade. I'm gonna use, so pretty. When you highlight, you always want to highlight right on the top of the cheekbone. Hey guys, so I went off camera and I went ahead and put my lashes on. The last step that I do is just set with some setting spray, and this one's my favorite. It's the Cover Effects Dewy Finish Mist. Dream in a bottle, dream in a bottle. I love this stuff. So one more thing I did want to mention was I went ahead and did my lashes off camera, my lip liner, my lip gloss, and then I just sort of put some purple in the waterline. But I also use the KKW brightening powder in shade 4, and I use that here, here, and here, and I just sort of you know, add a little dimension to the face with that, because I don't actually use concealer there. I try not to get too cakey, so I just wanted to add that in the end. But I hope you guys like it as much as I enjoy doing it for you guys. Let me know what you want to see. I am trying to get my filming technique right. I've been studying. This video was supposed to go out yesterday, as I stated earlier, but it's okay. As long as you guys rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I am so happy to be doing this. I love makeup. I'm gonna keep it 100%.